this okay. Question, man.
Yeah.
You a teacher. Kid swing on you. High school kid. What's your next move?
No, he out of there.
What you mean out of there?
He done, my job is gone. I lost that job. I'm going right back to being a double E around this month. I don't have to deal with this crap for this salary.
Yeah.
You gonna swing on me, homie? Man, bro, that means and bring your old man up here. Yeah. And I can explain. And if he want to do something, we can do something too, bro. Because I'm not gonna tolerate that, bro. I'm not gonna tolerate it. And I hope
he said, "Yeah, I'm done, bud.
I'm done.
He out of there.
This job is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, bro. Like, and I would hope if I ever did become an educator, that no kid would do that. I would garner enough respect to no kid would want to challenge me like that.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing.
If a kid challenges me like that, man, I have to remind you. You got to get the reminder.
Oh, gee, let go. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, or your bitch might get pulled. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, or your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, a.k.a. Riley the Great, along with my cousin Sir Tony D, and the abominable light-skinned young Ray Matthews. And you are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem Podcast. I tried something different, bro.
Butcher Brown.
I did Butcher Brown, bro. You ain't even come through with the "we here."
That's because you butchered it. I was trying to figure out where you was.
Well, I'm going to do it for him. We here. What's going on, fellas? Y'all doing all right today?
Yeah, man. I'm good.
Had to catch it back up, bro. I know I threw right off with the new intro, bro. That's right, man. I was trying to tell you before we saw it. Yeah,
but I dig it though. I like the new intro though. It's
next time we need the "we."
I'll be ready. We need the
"we
here."
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
There you go. Hey, it's a beautiful day out there. It's windy in the mud out here in the H.
It is.
I mean, the sun out. Like
the sun is out. It was a nice day, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
flip up and away.
Shit, my drive over here, bro. I got caught in some traffic and some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
For no reason, though.
No, it was actually an accident, but damn, bro, learn how to drive, though. You know, anybody that lives in the H, bro, y'all know our traffic is terrible, bro. But it's even worse when it's on a Saturday, bro. Like, Saturday is supposed to be the freeway. Like, the freeway is supposed to actually be a freeway, bro. We just rolling, bro. But not like that today.
It's never like that. And then, plus, you know, we don't stay near each other at all.
No, we don't.
So
not even
that's
close.
an easy hour if you run into any traffic.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's an easy hour, bro. You run into some traffic, hour.
And I call myself trying to be on time
early.
Today. You know what I'm saying?
He called.
Yeah, I was like, I'm on my way.
I'm on the way. Man, all right, bet.
Got on that thing, bro. Got on that bellway. That boy said, "Hell no, you gonna make it at the same time you normally make it, bro." You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we got a really good show for y'all today, man.
Yeah,
I'm not even, you know what I'm saying. Usually we'll have a little bit of a banter or whatnot, but I'm just gonna jump right into it because this topic is it hit home
serious.
Recently.
This one is serious.
Yeah,
this one is serious.
So I don't know. I know everybody ain't been living under a rock, but there has, in the recent time, there has been a string of student to faculty altercations. You having altercations in North Carolina. I've read about altercations in Louisiana, West Virginia,
and New York.
New York, and then the most recent one was the one with the what's her name? Xavier Ray? Xavier, I don't know how to spell the name.
Yeah,
but the girl that's on the viral video. About the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
And and it really hit home for us because we just saw another viral video about the AP at Westfield, which is in North Houston. Yeah. There was a video going around with her actually getting pummeled by a slew of kids. It started initially with two young ladies fighting each other. And then all of a sudden, when she tried to come in and break it up, all the kids started jumping on her. And you can even hear in the video some of the kids saying, still off on us. Yeah, still, yeah, whoop her ass.
Let me stomp her ass.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to start off by asking y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? What do y'all feel is the root cause of all these conflicts between students and what's up with all the aggression between students and teachers? Where is this shit coming from, bro?
I think it's always been there, but people just didn't pull the trigger as much as they're pulling it now.
Okay.
Man, we all had attitudes with teachers. We give them a little attitude, give them a little lip, but nobody ever I ain't gonna say nobody, but there were very few people who really tried to go still off on the teacher.
Yeah,
very few. And I went to Ike, you went to Worthing, you went to a slew of different schools. You went to Booker T, then you went out to Cinco Ranch. You know what I'm saying? So we all have been in the hood. How many times you heard about one of your classmates getting up and stealing off on the teacher?
Never.
No.
None.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, and now it just seems like it's more prevalent because these kids don't have any accountability. That's what I believe, and that's what I hear from my friends that are teachers. They like, bro, these kids don't care. They don't give a damn. Like, they don't have no accountability. They don't care about consequences for whatever they do. They don't. So you got that, and then you got them. Everything's recorded now.
Yeah.
So they don't want to look. They don't want to be embarrassed on social media. So they like, I'm gonna just go still off on the teaching. I ain't finna look like no punk in front of everybody. All right, now you got a case.
Yeah, now you got. But also at the same time, I think the teachers' hands are being tied behind their backs, and they are being handicapped in these situations as well. I mean, I know I've had conversations with some educators that are close friends of mine, and a lot of people are saying, especially in that situation with the substitute teacher, which is the most, I guess, viral one right now.
Right.
It's a bunch of conflicting ideas and viewpoints when it comes to that one. And I hear a lot of times saying that educators or people, parents, they're saying that she's the older, she's the mature one, she's the adult. She should be able to handle that in a different way. She should be able to de-escalate it, but instead she chose to escalate it for the simple fact of her mannerisms, her body movements. When the girl came up to her, it was a lot of things that she did that pretty much promotes some type of forceful altercation. Okay. So, and at the beginning, I was on board with, hey, this is the kid's fault. She shouldn't have been in the woman's face, but I also do see the other side of it. So I want to ask you, Ray, in that particular situation, who was more at fault between the substitute teacher and the student?
For me, it's always a student.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like my pops always just came with the idea that, like, he used to always tell me, like, you a private in this army. I'm a general. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did that.
And that's the reality that we try to live in. Was it right 100% the way that he preached it? Probably not, right? It was a little toxic, whatever, right? But it has some meaning to it, man. Like, and we losing that meaning to things, trying to, like, a lot of parents are like trying to be they kids like best friend.
Yeah.
It's like we losing the fact that you still my kid. Like, you have like this platform to be open, and I'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? We could talk, we could discuss things, but at the end of the day, nigga, I'm still in charge.
Yeah,
like,
right.
And that shouldn't be lost. Whether it's me, whether it's any other adult in your life, because it used to be like you may have even said this on another episode previous. Like, you knew who the neighbors were. You walk down the street, you knew who Miss whoever was, blah blah blah, right? But it's because you had that respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We losing all of those things, and we don't understand what it's doing to our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, dude, because you just said like your dad was like you the private, or you're the private, and he's the general.
Right.
So, are these kids a representation of how their parents are acting at home? Because now we're talking about a whole different ball game. Then
I can't,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I can't say everybody.
I mean, it's a general. I'm just speaking generally.
Generally speaking, you know.
I mean, you're a product of. Generally speaking, you're a product of what your environment is.
Right.
Generally speaking. Now, what I will say, man, you know, I think it's just an issue with authority. Like,
but where is that coming from? Though?
Home. Well, I think it's just everywhere at this point. You know, like people do not respect authority. Like if bro, we can go look at so many different examples. People saying, hey, you know, it was wrong for the COVID shutdown and you can't tell me where to go. Like, hold on, fam. We trying to figure out something.
Yeah.
We trying to figure this shit out. We trying to figure out this sickness because nobody knows, you know, the dangers of it. We need to figure this out. So we need y'all to kind of relax. And people were mad. People don't want to listen to authority anymore. And it's trickling down to kids. And when it gets to kids, it's at its worst because now we have stuff like this. Like, I ain't going to say, hey, listen to every command. Like, come on, man. We know some people be full of, you know, BS. You know what to listen to and what not to listen to. But when we start talking about, you know, high school kids and middle school kids, like, you pretty much know what's right and what's wrong. And you know, like, hey, what this teacher is saying is wrong. But if somebody's taking your cell phone, because there's another video of a kid, you know, punching a teacher at Lamar High School right out here in Houston. You know what I'm saying? The dude punched the little kid punched his teacher in the face because he had his phone. Like, it should never get to that. Because you don't respect authority, fam.
No, it's not even about authority. I think that kids understand that there are no major consequences. And because for us, I remember when we were kids, if we did it, like, we understood what was going to come if we embarrassed our family at school.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might catch an ass whooping from a multitude of people.
Oh yeah,
I'm just talking about from multiple. For sure, you catching one.
Yeah, you catch
know what I'm saying? But you might catch 2 or 3 because you're embarrassing us.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing for my dad. My dad was. This is what he told me, man. And you know, I did my work. I was a pretty good student, but he was just like, hey, man. If you want to sit there and not do any work, that's on you. But you're not going to disrupt the other kids in this classroom from one that want to learn from doing their work and trying to gain some education along with it. So
not even close.
If you want to sit there and be quiet and not do nothing, hey, that's your dumb ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he kept it. I mean, even though I was a good student, but he just kept it a buck. His thing was behavior because you like your dad, you are a representation of me. And then also with my dad, he was from the neighborhood. He was from Sunnyside. Everybody knew him at Worthing. You know what I'm saying? So if I did anything remotely out of line, he gonna find out because he know the coaches, he know saying some of the teachers, old heads, all that, man. You see the Riley? I see, and those are the consequences that I understood. But like, man, I don't know. It's nothing. It's nothing.
A mixed bag.
It's no fear. Like there's no fear. If I can sit up here and punch if I'm this small, and I can sit up here and punch a grown man, I have no fear that he's gonna do anything to me.
Right.
And that's the part where I start coming back on people that blame the substitute teacher is because there are consequences to getting in somebody's face. And Tony, you have said it very well on previous podcasts. You said you cannot what did you say? You can't
police.
You can't police somebody's response to certain situations. You can't police it. You don't know how people was going to react. I don't care if you're 28 years old, a 21-year-old new teacher, 18-year-old student, 35-year-old seasoned vet with a pension and stuff. You don't know how anybody is going to handle that situation when somebody is right here in your face,
invading your space or put their hands on you. Like, bro, we say it all the time. Hey, you can say whatever you want to me. Don't get in my face and don't touch me.
And don't touch me.
Please.
Once you do that, and somebody haul, like you could be in my face and you haul off, and I know I've seen it where, dude's about to get into a fight and he like, man, going on, I really don't want that, and the dude run up and lo and behold,
get done up.
Get his ass.
Get done up.
You can't do that.
Nah.
Like these kids, and we should be able to save some of these kids, man, from some of these hard lessons. They don't, like, these kids do not need to be learning no hard lesson about like the consequences that come with fighting a teacher. They don't need to learn that hard of a lesson, because now your life can really be derailed, fam.
Man, these parents are really upset.
Yeah, they are.
They super upset about like how they grew up and the things that they had to do growing up and the things that they feel like they had to put up with growing up. So they really on the defense of themselves. Yeah. But it's like, you don't realize you putting your kid at a disadvantage, man. Like, because you look, don't come to my house.
Yeah.
Please don't come to my house, because I'm telling you, I'm stealing off.
Yeah, and we've all experienced parenting that, as we've gotten older, we disapprove of.
Right.
We've all experienced that.
Yeah.
But I cannot definitively say that without the parenting style that I received, I would be who I am right now. I can't definitively say that,
bro.
Because I don't know.
There's some things that as like some of the toxic parenting that I experienced growing up, or that we all experienced growing up, that we look at and we like, all right, maybe if you tweak it a little bit, it'll be better. But I see why you was like that, Pops. See why you was like that, Mom. It's like, it fuck with me a little bit. Like, I'd be like, but I'm still like, nah. It makes sense. Maybe I don't do it to that degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not that toxic with it. But I know why you did why you did what you did. You know what I'm saying? It makes 100%, man. And too many of these parents these days are just they're taking their childhood experiences and they're making it a negative thing, dog. And it's not. And
they're going a complete 180.
Yeah.
You're not coming back to the middle.
Mm-mm.
Even if because some, in certain situations, our parents probably flung way left on the pendulum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But we should be able to understand what they did, understand how we are, and keep it right here. Right smack in the middle. I can't be an antithesis to my mama and do everything opposite of what she did.
No way.
That's
no
dumb.
Yeah. She did something right.
She did something right. Exactly. Gotta be an idiot a lot to do that.
Yeah, she did something right.
And I've even had questions, had talks with some of my friends about the relationship between adults and young kids, and that's another talk altogether, because some people don't want kids, and I understand some people don't want to just have kids blindly follow adults.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we have more information about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, there was some extra shit happening in people's houses. The M word, you know what I'm saying? Grape, things like that come out into the light later on down the year. So I think that's also a contributing factor to, parents teaching their kids to not always believe that every adult don't believe everything an adult says.
No, I
I support that 100%.
I support it. However, as it relates to this topic,
yeah.
it should never get to the point to where you swinging on your teacher behind a phone, fam.
Put your phone up.
You're not supposed to have, we all know, fam, you're not supposed to have your phone out in class. Like, bro, even at work, if you're on your phone too much, your boss probably going, hey, man, you probably on your phone a little bit too much.
Bro, what?
If you're doing it too much,
even at work,
they will come tell you, a phone can be a distraction.
What did the phone look like for us in high school?
It was the Nokia, the one with the snake on it.
The one with the snake.
Yeah, with the snake on it. Yeah.
And you had to to press, like if you was really sending a text message, you had to hit, the letters 3 times.
Nobody was sending text messages.
Ain't nobody had no phone, bro.
Boy, not in high school.
Yeah, not till like no phone.
Boys was trying to decode the TI-89. That's all.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
Only a couple kids had the Nokia, and we only used the Nokia to play Snake. That's it. To play Snake.
I was having a conversation with some parents on the baseball team just a couple days ago, and my assistant coach, he was like, "Bro, Neil is not as his son name. He's like, Neil is not getting the phone until he's out of high school." And I was like, "Dang, out of high school?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Not until he's out of high school." And I thought about it, and I'm like, because we about to approach that situation where Noah about to get ready to, maybe decide whether or not we gonna start having that conversation. And I'm like, damn, out of high school? But I mean, it makes sense. We didn't have phones in high school, like so.
Right. But see, that's when that pendulum gets swung. That's way too far right. High school, I think that's way too far right, bro.
I mean, okay, now look, if your kid playing sports and whatnot, then I would feel better to give my kid a phone. That's just
why
me.
though? Why?
Here's the thing, bro. Do you know how many times I was left at the school because I didn't call nobody? Like situations like that. Like, hey, Pop, I'm here. Mom, I'm here. Can somebody come pick me up?
So would you? So then, okay, let me ask you this question. So in that instance, would you get your kid an iPhone, or would you get your kid the Snake joint?
I'm not. They don't even make the Snake joints no more. So like,
yeah, they do.
No,
I ain't
They do.
They ain't got no more. Because we had Sanyos. We had Sanyos when we was in college.
Yeah.
With the little flip joint.
With the flip, yeah.
So I haven't seen one of them phones. Right. I had a Razor too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
weak ass niggas.
Man, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Nah, I don't know, bro.
I had a Razor sidekick.
I don't know.
I had a side tail.
I would probably get them a flip joint, bro, just so they can make the calls.
Bro,
that's what he said.
You got to think by the time.
But I need something with GPS on it.
He said that he would get him a not a GPS. He would get him a flip phone before he gets him anything.
Right, as long as it has GPS on it, where we can find little homie just in case something happens.
Okay.
That's part of my reasoning. Like, hey, it's a lot going on now. I know that we were okay. With not having cell phones. Different, growing totally up, it's different eras. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's different eras. Like, I want to be able to get in contact with my child. Now, I'm not the parent that's going to be texting my child. I don't know they're supposed to be at school learning. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Right. You put your phone up and you reach out to me if there's an emergency. Other than that, you keep your phone up and I'll holler at you after school. Mm-hmm. It's just that simple. Or, hey, Dad, we getting out of practice early. Okay, bet I can come early. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Yeah, I'm all right with giving my baby, her phone.
Right.
I understand, the guy saying, nah, he don't really need it. All right, yeah, because you do need to figure out some stuff.
Yeah,
there's some life lessons that need to be learned. Without
cell
phones.
Yeah. You gotta get left.
You gotta get your hands dirty, and you gotta figure out certain things.
I'm at happy hour. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: What about the clout chasing aspect of confronting a teacher? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's playing a role in this as well?
Absolutely. 100%. I'm too smooth to be embarrassed. I think that's what it is.
Too smooth to be embarrassed.
Well, I ain't even talking about being embarrassed. I'm talking about
for the kid. For the kid.
Like I think it goes hand in hand. Like
I'm thinking about views.
No, that's what I'm saying. Clout chasing, and I'm not finna be embarrassed because the minute that an argument breaks out,
everybody phone out.
Yeah. So it's like, well, phone. I know I'm being recorded at this point.
Yeah. Now I got to buck up.
Now I got to keep going. And now I'm finna turn up. You know what I'm saying? And now guess what? You on TikTok. You on Snapchat. You on IG. You done went viral for literally a split second when you could have just chilled.
But see, low key, that girl from North Carolina, she went viral looking weak than a month.
Yeah, she got seen.
That Breezy had her head, and she was like, "Y'all gonna sit there and watch her do this to me?"
Yeah,
Somebody get her. Somebody get her.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
what
sit
you
here and
get.
record, but I ain't jumping in that. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. And old girl ain't got no drawers on. If I'm a little boy, I'm over there like, oh,
Yeah, he was though. He was right behind her, like
all in them
look at
cheeks,
her.
bro.
Look at
Crazy
these
ass.
cheeks.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but now y'all shouldn't be doing that, man. Kids ain't don't be doing that. But
But you know what's going.
but that's, I mean, what I'm supposed to do. If I was a kid in that classroom,
We all looking.
I probably would have bust out laughing when she said, "Y'all gonna watch her do this to me?" What you think you from Color Purple?
No, nigga, listen. I'm telling you, my sixth grade year in elementary, because we went to sixth grade in elementary when we was growing up.
Yeah.
My sixth grade year, we had Mr. Curry. Actually, Tina's stepdad.
Okay.
Mr. Curry.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Hey, we had a dude named D-Tron. D-Tron taught.
D-Tron.
His name was D-Tron. D-Tron thought that he was tough.
Shout out to them names, man.
hey, this nigga D-Tron said something crazy to Mr. Curry. Hey, this nigga Mr. Curry must have put a hole in the goddamn. I gotta stop cussing, but he must have put a hole in the wall right next to D-Tron face. I'm talking about he was up against the cabinet. He said something crazy to Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry said, "Well, what'd you say?" He said, "You heard me out, brother." Bow right next to his face. Hey, D-Tron didn't say nothing else the rest of the school year. Nothing.
That's intimidation.
That's an intimidation factor.
Nothing.
And then that's another thing about having male teachers.
Yeah.
You know, especially male teachers as big as Mr. Curry. This dude, I mean, he's a big dude, man. He's a big dude. I met him when I was 19. Bro, you a sizey guy. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic in its own right, man. Bringing male educators in to come to not only provide education, but also provide role models and some level of discipline, because men provide some a certain what's the word I'm looking for, presence, I would say.
Presence
that
women just can't.
Yeah, and it's no knock on.
In general.
Yeah, it's no knock on.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
On female.
But a lot of women like try to, and they do a really good job of playing the other side of it, but they say, well, that kid, what is he experiencing at home? And so, like, how does that look though? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm what they're saying holds value. You know what I'm saying? Like, D-Tron was the way that he was because of home.
Yeah. It happens. So question, man.
Yeah.
You a teacher. Kid swing on you, high school kid. What's your next move?
No, he out of there.
What you mean out of there?
He done, bro. My job is gone. I lost that job. I'm going right back to being a double E around this month. I don't have to deal with this crap for this salary.
Yeah.
You gonna swing on me, homie? Man, bro, that means, and bring your old man up here. Yeah. And I can explain. And if he want to do something, we can do something too, bro. Because I'm not gonna tolerate that, bro. I'm not gonna tolerate it. And I hope
he said, "Yeah, I'm done, bud.
I'm done. I'm done.
He out of there.
This job is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. Like, and I would hope if I ever did become an educator, that no kid would do that. I would garner enough respect to no kid would want to challenge me like that.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing.
If a kid challenges me like that, man, I have to remind you. You got to get the reminder that I'm still an adult.
I have to send you a reminder.
Yeah, like that. I'm still an adult, and I'm the authoritative figure in this space. If you want to run your own show, then leave the classroom or go home or go wherever you need to go. But this is my domain, and you have to respect the authority and the hierarchy within this domain. And if it comes down to violence, it has to come down to violence,
You
bro.
losing, B.
You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna have to do that. And after that, if I get reprimanded from my supervisors, or if I'm forced to resign, I will gladly do that, because I'm not finna let a little kid disrespect me in that manner, especially if I have not done anything that warrants that type of disrespect. Because even me being the man that I am right now, I have extreme patience with children. Mm-hmm. I don't have it with older people.
I was gonna say zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
For you mofos, no patience.
Zero.
But for kids, I have a little bit more understanding with kids, and a lot more patience with kids. So for somebody to do that to me, that would really make me mad, bro. Because I could have, because what I could have said is what I be saying to my partners when they do crazy stuff, but I ain't saying that to you. Now I gotta say it.
Yeah.
You don't get your dumb. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that 2 minus.
I got video of Steve having patience. So
yeah, man. So yeah, that's my take on it, man.
You still it off on the student?
Yeah, 100%. I don't look. I'm telling you, every kid. Public service announcement: do not bring your kid to my house if you're not okay with your kid getting stolen off on.
If your kid get out of line,
because my kid, your kid, it don't matter, man. There's a level of respect that you have to have for authority. If the authority is doing the right thing, then you just naturally supposed to have respect for them. It ain't. Now, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Let me say this, because a lot of people confuse things. They'll say, "Oh, if the authority ain't doing the right thing, it's not always." The authority figure could be doing the right thing, but because I don't agree with it, it's not the right thing. No. There are disagreements that can happen. That's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But there's still authority figures. Mm-hmm. You don't have to agree, but there are still rules that you have to go by. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. Who in their right mind can say they agree with everything that their parents told them to do?
Nobody.
Nobody in this world. However,
I still need to talk to Pam about some shit.
Man, look, as friends,
talk about something every day.
You know what I'm saying? As friends,
there's
no way us three can sit here and say, "Oh, I'm cool with everything he says, or I say."
Not at all. Not even close.
But there's a respect level that won't allow me to just disregard what you're saying. Okay, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I still have to respect you. I'm not going to get in your face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get in your face. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to definitely let you know, like, hey, fam, we not doing that, or you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't happen. People just, think because, I don't like the way, this police officer was talking to me, or I don't like the way this teacher was yelling at me. Okay. That doesn't give you freedom to go up there and start trying to, buck the system, fam.
Yeah, no way.
And I know I've been hearing lately.
No way.
I've been hearing, that people believe schools to be ran and constructed like prisons, and
never been to jail in their life.
Yeah, they saying that, and now these kids are like acting like inmates. Jumping on the prison cards, right? Like you put an idea out there, and then it'll blossom into some BS, bro. Yep. People really start taking ideas like that and say, "Oh, this is valid, so I can act like this because this is a valid viewpoint of certain things." And we got to be mindful of that, man. Some of these things that are spewed out here in the public, as far as politicians, whatever, viral moments, we gotta look at that stuff and actually take it in, and then do our own research on certain things and kind of make and develop our own viewpoints on it, because our own viewpoints can be more nuanced than the ones that we're seeing from the left or right of a particular topic, and that's just something I just wanted to throw out there, man, because, we always jumping on, people are always jumping on a bandwagon, always jumping on something, jumping on, without actually doing their research and looking it up on their own. So that's just my little spiel on that. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you're right, though. You're right. But you know what? I'm going to answer my own question. I'm definitely treating that kid like a woman. I probably won't slide him, not unless he really throwing hands. I'm gonna try to grab him and restrain him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if I can't, you're getting slid, young man.
So you're gonna do like old girl did, huh? You're gonna hold it down and call a teacher.
Yeah,
call a teacher.
I mean that's what I'm gonna do. Now, honestly, I've always told Shay, she come from teaching, but I've always told her, like, hey, if I ever went to teaching, I would have to be a coach.
Yeah.
I would have to be a coach. Yeah. Like, athletes respect, authority a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like, our coaches in high school, they were, all right, fam, you want to act up out here? I'll just wait till practice. You're going to have to do a whole bunch of up downs. You're going to have to do some extra running. We're going to make practice, really hard for you. That was a good way to keep a lot of us in line, like a bunch of athletes in line.
Man, these niggas, they don't understand.
They don't even care. Like, some of these kids don't even care about that either.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Like, some of them lost, but they, like, somewhere, somehow, we got to get back to giving these kids, all of the consequences that come with their decisions. We can't coddle them.
Yeah.
Soon as we coddle them, like, they keep doing stuff.
Yeah, and that's
gonna get worse.
That starts with the school system too, man, because you got no kid left behind. You can get a D, you can get an F, and then they'll let you make up the work so you can graduate on time, or you don't have to do no work for the first 3 months of the year, and then they give you a couple assignments, and now you back caught up. There's no ramifications or no consequences for anything in school now, especially in the inner city. And that's something that they got to course correct, man, because like I said, I know a lot of people that works in that realm, and man, they love these children, man.
Yep.
They love their babies. But boy, the system makes it difficult on them to actually perform at the highest level that they can possibly perform, man.
Bro, so they just my bad. Right? They just did in Texas taking a STAR test, right?
Yeah.
Potter James, he a teacher. He said, man, some of these kids barely speak English, bro. They looked at the test and just went to sleep. He said they ain't even play. And we had a conversation. He said, man, look, some of these kids shouldn't even be in this class anyway. They're not ready.
Yeah.
Like, COVID really had a lot, like, that whole year where them kids were supposed to be on them laptops, we all seen it. Them kids were really not learning.
Yeah.
And now they're far behind. And a lot of parents don't even care. But because the system. We still gonna send them up to the next grade level.
Yeah, regardless.
We're still gonna send them up. You know what I'm saying? That no child, so I can flunk and I can still go. Yeah. So you won't see, because remember there was always a couple of 19-year-olds. You know what I'm saying, walking around. It's senior year. You know what I'm saying? A couple of 19, maybe leaning on 20, like 2 months after graduation. It's always a couple.
Yeah.
We bring that back.
Jose was definitely on the football team ready with his old ass.
But they have to get both sides, parents and the school system have to get back to putting some kind of accountability in place. Like, it's hard, when we see stuff like the state taking over for HISD, it's kind of hard, you saying, oh, well, this school is a failing school, but, there's no accountability there except on the teachers. Like, the teacher can't do anything to the kids, but if the kid ain't pass it, teacher mess around, get fired, the principal gets fired. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, but there's nothing going on with the kid that, they're held accountable for what they're doing.
That's why for me it is It's 100%. It's 100% on the parent. It don't. It has nothing to do with the system or whatever. Like, control what you can control, and the only thing that you can control is yourself and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a good system with Taylor, so I don't necessarily have to do too much of the schooling part because I do the sports part and like fill in with the schools part on Noah. She does a good job of taking care of that, but like, it's literally on you, man. Like, I don't understand why you send your kids to school, but you send them to school and you got to prepare them too, man. You can't just push them over there and say, "Hey, look, the system ain't doing this for my kid," and blah. What? Yeah. I'm not leaving it up to no system to do nothing for my kid.
I hear from my sister, man. She a teacher. You know what I'm saying? These parents don't be caring about none of the assignments that to get sent home. You know, bro, it's the parents got to be better.
So yeah, for the most part, I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Parents got to be better. But also, on another note, the system does have to improve.
Yeah.
And,
absolutely.
And in regards to what our initial topic was with the conflicts between kids and faculty, I just read, well, I'm gonna read it to you guys, but I just saw that Louisiana is proposing a bill to protect faculty from criminal charges or anything of that kind when they step in to break up fights. So, and it's called the Protect Teachers Act, a bill that will grant protection from criminal liability to teachers who try to break up student-on-student violence. And this is in response to the increasing amount of violence in these schools. So that's a step in the right direction, and we need that type of legislation to go through. You always say, vote locally, right?
Yeah.
So you want people that are in the position to make these improvements, and this is a small thing, but it's a big thing.
That's
grand
big.
screen. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
That's a big
and
thing.
and
That's a
I
big
see
thing.
I see the potential pitfalls in it.
I mean, but
I see
everything.
the potential.
Every bill has pitfalls.
But I know.
Yeah.
I just see the potential in it, and I'm just thinking about the opposition, like how those who are for it, how they're going to keep arguing against those that are against it. That's all my thinking is. Like, I'm like, dang, because I'm definitely for that.
Let me say this: the committee voted 11-0 to advance the bill, 11-0. So I don't know about who's in conflict with it, but according to what I'm reading right here, everybody's on board with it.
I'm gonna tell you what's. Hear me out, fam. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Somebody's kids are gonna be fighting. A teacher is gonna come try to break it up. A kid is gonna hit a teacher, and that teacher gonna lay that kid smooth out, and then the parent. Hold on, watch. The parent is gonna be like, "Oh, but that kid, he knocked out my daughter." Hey!
It's gonna happen. We understand it's gonna happen, but my thing, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
If there's legislation to prevent a teacher from being charged criminally for doing that, so if they're protected, then that's on the parent. Get your kid in line, like you said. I don't care about you having no issue with or having an issue with a teacher protecting himself or herself from your son or daughter if they choose to attack him when they're trying to break up a fight. So I mean, all right, that any bill, that stuff comes with the territory. It's always going to be somebody that.
That was just me thinking.
But at the end of the day, those are the type of things that we need to mitigate these situations within the school system, man.
Oh, I'm so for that.
Yeah.
Because especially after seeing that video, man.
Yeah. So
like that video that AP at Westfield, man, that broke my heart.
Yeah.
Like that, because I don't think I'm gonna tell you why it really broke my heart, because there were male students jumping on this lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and then, the male teachers, I look like some coaches, pretty big dudes, they came and broke it up. But I'm like, bro, you know how low down you got to be to be a young man jumping on a teacher, fam. Like jumping a woman, bro.
Yeah.
That's an administrator.
Yeah.
This ain't nobody. Like this ain't somebody that y'all fighting. This ain't the ops. Is these little youngins be talking. This ain't no ops.
Women were never the ops growing up, though.
No, but I'm still like, no,
That's
they were never the ops.
mentality,
But I'm
though.
just like, bro, this is a whole teacher just trying to break up a fight.
We never looked at women as the ops growing up.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Like
probably had some
that-
baby, some little play fights, the puppy love
yeah,
fights.
I mean,
yeah,
it was like
the puppy love fights.
It wasn't even fights though. It was like
it was like the puppy
arguments.
love.
It was arguments.
Yeah, but
They really look at it like ops.
well, I don't think it ain't women. It's authority, like you said before. So yeah, I feel bad for her as well. I hope she has a speedy recovery. I don't know what kind of condition she's in currently, but we hope that she recovers quickly and still has the fortitude, the mental fortitude to actually go back to
and
work.
teach. Yeah,
Because I mean that's a crazy situation to come back to. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's very traumatizing.
Do you guys have anything else? I think we've touched pretty much everything on this.
Yeah, that's it for me.
I'm-
I say this as some parting words. Stop barking up trees if you don't want them to fall on you, fam.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this does reach, the younger kids out there. Man, there's consequences and repercussions for every decision that you make. So you need to be careful because, like that little girl was, y'all ain't gonna help me. No, you don't get help when you start making bad decisions, fam, and somebody knock you out. You lucky that teacher didn't knock you out.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't gonna be lucky. That's it.
Well, that about sums it up for me, man.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing to say.
This concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to go follow the IG, the TikTok. That's Millennial Mayhem HOU. HOU stands for H-Time.
Stay down.
Roddy the Great, Sir Tony D,
Hey.
Abominable Light Skin, Young Ray Matthews.
Damn,
We
can I get
signing
my
out, baby.
Instagram in there?
That's what it is, huh?
No, it's not abominable light skin, bitch.
Well, shit, I'll put it in. Y'all will see it.
I know you will. I know, I'm just messing
man.
around.
Hey, we'll catch y'all next time, man.
Peace.
I ain't got time for the book. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a yeah, your might get bull. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hating, I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't